Wait. Slow. Hey, hey, hey. I'm trying to get him to stop so I can zip up my coat. Ooh, come on, Hood. Keep moving. Oh, I can't even see what it says. Good morning, Anastasia Blessed. And good morning, DeBossway. Is that what that says? D Bossway? Welcome, welcome. First time I've seen your name, I believe. We're just out, just left the house. It's 38 degrees, 38? 34. Anyway, it's above freezing. And you can hear the water dripping everywhere. Off of the roofs, off of the porches. Sidewalks are clearing themselves. New sub, oh, thanks. We appreciate you. We're on our way to the 1,000. And we seem to be stalled out between 900 and 1,000. I don't know what it is. One day I'll get 2 or 3 subs, and 2 days later YouTube will take them away. Not sure what's going on. Or maybe I'm losing older subs that YT's clearing out. You know, when you go through that process, they look at every little thing. So they probably got some that they had to clear out of there. I lost 7 in one day last week. It was like the day before or 2 days before, I got 15 subs. And then the next day or the 2 days later, I don't remember what it was, 7 of them were gone. And you know, the only names you see are the ones that you never know who all your subs are that sub to you. You can look and see at the ones that have their sub list made public, but not everybody has made their sub list public. There's a lot of people that don't do that. I leave mine on public, that way everybody can see and connect. The hours. And another thing is, why is there such a big gap in the hours between the verified hours and your watch hours and your verified public hours? I don't understand that at all. You think if they give them to you once, why they got to verify them again? We're real close to the we're real close to the full though. We're only after last night's live stream was it rocked WH wise. For a small channel like me, I'm no unfiltered Maria, that's for sure. People come to my channel at night to go to sleep, not to. No. not to hear all the latest and greatest gossip and whatever. I know it says chat on there, but we're talking text, or what do you call it, typing chat. A couple nights ago, I stayed on and talked for an hour. For me, it's a hard thing to do. I don't mind talking this way. But to sit down in front of a camera and just sit there and talk, I haven't gotten there yet. It's a beautiful morning out. Can you see? Can you see? The sun should be up soon. We're down to under 9 hours of daylight a day. Toby had to hit his rack there. Every dog we've ever had has had to come down and use that rack. That rack's been there for literally decades and decades and decades. Ooh, it's hard to walk on. I don't have winter boots on. I have work boots. They don't have that winter snow bottom. They're made for being on the shop floor. You know. Where you watching us from? DeBoss Way. Oh, look, there's some nice Christmas. Those are those new. I saw those lights advertised on TV or on the internet or something. It must have been internet because I don't really watch TV. But they're LEDs and they're like professional lights, and you can program them all to do different things. Isn't that cool? Those are nice lights. And you can leave them up year round. You can change the colors on them. Uh-oh. I got to put you down here a second, folks. I got to get to work. We'll put you someplace nice, though. There we go. Got to get some light on the subject. Let me put you down someplace nice. Wait, Toby. Wait, Toby. Toby, you're on the wrong side of the bush. Or the tree. You're killing me, dog. There we go. Pick it up. Hold on, Toby. Hold on, Toby. All right, here we go. Mission accomplished. All right. Come on, puppy. Let's rock. I don't know why this guy stopped in the middle of the street. That's strange. That's a strange sight. Anyhow, how's it going, folks? Texas, hey. My last, was it my last? Where I was actually stationed out of state to do for work was Texas. I was over in Beaumont. South of Beaumont, I don't remember the name of the city. And I ate all kinds of Whataburgers. Man, those are good hamburgers. I liked working there. Every other week I'd drive over to Scott, Louisiana and get to Billy's Boudin balls and get Boudin balls, crawfish pie, all the good stuff to take you back. Every 2 weeks I went over and did that. I'm from Texas originally. I just love the Great White North. Nothing more beautiful than the snow-covered landscape. Come on, Toby dog. Toby dog's on the retractable today. Got to be extra careful with these leashes, these retractables. I've almost lost him a couple times running out after trucks. He doesn't like trucks for some reason. And no matter how many bad boys he gets, he still wants to keep doing it. He chased after a school bus the other day. So I know he can't be off leash when one of those vehicles comes by. I can barely see. Hey, Anna, what's happening? Welcome, welcome. We've got two Annas in the chat today. Anastasia and Anna Mine Channel. And they're both ANA, right? It's about 15 degrees warmer, 18 degrees warmer than it was yesterday morning. It makes all the difference in the world. Right now it's 6 degrees above freezing. Where the last 4 days it's been 10 or more degrees below freezing. One day it was 8 degrees out. Freezing at Fahrenheit is 32. The one morning it was 8 degrees out. Come on, puppy dog. Whatever it is, you're not supposed to have it. Helena Koya. We are walking. I found we ended. When was that? The other live stream ended, yes. Because now we're walking. I try to end that other I'm trying to get it where I can wake up early enough to end that live stream at 6 a.m. Run it from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. But you could pretty much count on it going from 7 to 7. Except for last night, I started at 6:30. So I guess you can't count on nothing. I'm trying to find my sweet spot. I want 7 to 7. But there's forces that forcing me to get closer to 6. Come on, Toby. But I like 7 to 7. However, one of those forces is I need to get out by 6:30 to start walking Toby. Because I need to be to work before 8, right at 8. You know what I mean? If I go over... Yeah, the first live stream we rated over to Priscilla. I looked and looked and looked all over. Priscilla was on. I'm trying to think who else was on. Oh, there was everybody's got their silent streams on, their overnight stuff or during the day stuff. But we come up with I can't call her Mama Priscilla like the rest of the folks do because I'm sure I'm older than she is. But yeah, she's live. So all the sleepers went there. I didn't look to see what her count was before we landed. To see how many we brought with us. But I thought we had a couple of sleepers with us. In the sleeping car. Now this one I don't think is going to get rated anywhere because I don't know how quick I am with bringing up the come here, Toby. You're too far out. Okay. I don't know how quick I am with bringing up the YT studio on because you got to do it on the dang it, I can never get nothing out. Oh, there's some Christmas for you. Desktop version. So you got to be able to get to your desktop version, which everything I read, everybody tells you to hey, when I stop, you're supposed to stop. To take the YT app off your phone, the YT Studio app off. That way when you type in YT Studio, it won't redirect you to the app, and that way you can always go to the YT Studio desktop, because that's where you got to do the redirect from. Now, if they were smart, they'd make it part of the app, make it so much easier to do. Well, it's pretty easy. It's easy to do from the desktop. Whoa. You just click customization, go over there, click redirect. You can redirect it to one of your own videos, to play one of your own playlists or something. I think that's what I'll try next time. Hey, come here. This guy's dragging me down the street. Oh, it's real slippery out. You can redirect to one of your own videos or playlists, I believe. Because that's the first option, is to redirect to something on your own channel. And the second bar is where it goes to, the option is to pick someone that you're subscribed to. Sweet Mary Bursch, what's happening? What is happening? The snow's melting. You can hear it dripping all over. It was the first thing I said when we left the house. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I just realized this is the house that they dumped something out between the telephone poles. Must be for the squirrels or the possums or something to eat. But Toby will get a hold of it, and I don't like that. Oh, look at the Christmas. Too bad the phone gathers so much light. I don't know how to turn that off. I don't think there's any way to turn that off. The light gathering. So you just see how actually dark it is out. The green and red lights look really cool. And they're covered in, the bushes are covered in snow too, huh? You like that? You like that? Xmas, yeah. Christmas. 9 more days. Nine more days till Xmas. I wasn't going to give out presents this year to the grown people, only to the little kids, the grandkids, and but I ended up buying some purses. Ha 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 ha! And I waited so long that I don't think they'll be here for Christmas, will they? Hey, 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 hey! Come here! What are you doing? Come on! Hey, what are you doing? This boy's out of control. So now that I bought the hey, hey. Now that I bought the hey, get back. Now that I bought the lady something, hey, where are you going? I might have to break down and buy the men something. No, they'll just have to suffer without. I'll hook up the grandkids. You know how I go Christmas shopping, right? For the grandkids. I go to the ATM. Every couple of years, they'll get lucky and I'll go buy one of those cards that you put a check or money in. Usually it's just a handshake with a palm full of money. When they were little, and everybody was giving them toys and toys and toys, I was giving them silver and old coins. Things they couldn't play with, I'm sure they didn't. They were mad. Look what Grandpa gave us. Silver and coins. I'm sure they don't play with those toys anymore. But one day they'll play with that silver and those coins, right? What kind of dog is that? Hey, when Larry sings, what's happening? I can't really see the chat. I turned the display down really far. The display lighting. This is a border collie. Toby dog. He turned 3 in at the end of September. He's a really good dog. Ouch! Come on, let's keep moving. Can't stop. Where are you watching us from, Larry? We are in, as you can see, we're in North America, or the northern area, in Michigan. Toby loves the snow. Oh, and it's so it's above freezing right now for the first time in 4 or 5 days. So the snow's becoming moist. It's not dry and fluffy today. Today would be the day you could be great for a snowball fight or making snowmen. If you flop down to do a snow angel today, you'll get wet ass. Toby, you need to walk near me. I don't expect him to heal, but I don't expect him at the end of the leash dragging me. We practice heel all the time, but not for long. They'll lose their interest. We don't do any competition, obedience competitions. He did once. He went with a handler. The first time, the first 2 tries, and embarrassed himself. And then he went with me 1 try and embarrassed us both. And what was the worst part was that we weren't even in the super novice class because the handler was real experienced. So we registered in the next class up or 2 classes up. And so the more was expected of him than just the regular basic novice, you know. And he never heard the word sit in his life. He never heard the word heel in his life. He just ran around crazy. Absolutely no control, totally out of control. And it looks really bad because he's a border collie. And border collies are the smartest dogs there are. You know what I mean? You see those dogs on YouTube doing all kinds of tricks and taking commands and doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's because they were trained by people that knew how to train them. Me and Toby are a test. What do they call it? The test run. Whoops. You don't want to see that, do you? Now we got to do some cleanup again. Clean up aisle 5. Clean up aisle 5. Come here, Toby. We'll get you someplace nice to sit down, though. There you go. I'm going to sit you right here. Clean up aisle 5. YouTube's has been making thumbs out of my purple bag stops. They did it again. They made a thumbnail out of me with the purple bag in my hand. Yeah, the auto thumbnail, even though I had a thumbnail. Yeah. See how YouTube is? You know, it's got to be a person doing it. There's no computer's going to know that's a yucky spot to stop. I got a pocket full of poo. Oh, you got a pocket full of poo. Poor guy. A pocket full of poo. There we go. There we go. Now we're back in action. When Larry Singh says he's in Arkansas, I'm in the South. I've driven through Arkansas a bunch of times. I've got a relative of a relative that lives in Arkansas. Why do they not call it Arkansas when Kansas is Kansas? They call it Arkansas. Arkansas. The number one crown's in the building. Ideal Eileen, all the way from the Philippines. We had one of our really good shorts right here. This is where we come across that snowman that day. Come on, Tobus. Come on, Tobus. Arkansas. Yes, sir. I drove through there a lot. Back in 2016, I had a job as a driver for one of those overnight hotshot express services. And I would drive these crazy routes and these crazy, insane hours. Insane hours. Drive from Detroit to Laredo nonstop, other than gas. Fuel and food, fuel and coffee, lots and lots of coffee. Non-stop, yeah. Those were the days. I was really old to do that too. I imagine it was hard on the heart. Arkansas. I'm trying to think of the last time I was there. It was 2019, right when the COVID started. When the lockdown started. It was time to come home from Texas. Okay, Toby, hold on. We're going to empty this bag. Hold on, Toby. We're going to empty our bag. Hold on, Toby. Hold on, Toby. It's like fighting a great big tuna. Hold on, Toby. Hey. Sit. There we go. It's just a matter of giving them the right command. I'm trying to open this baggie. There we go. Get it dumped out in the trash. There we go. Hey. What did I tell you I told you sit. I told you to sit. Come on. Sit down. Sit down. Wild boy. He's a wild dog. Like a dingo. Dingo bat. A dingbat. No, he's a good boy. He's pretty smart. He outsmarts me. He doesn't have to behave and he still gets his treats and doesn't have to sit in this crate all day. You'd be surprised at how many dogs sit in their crates all day. Hey. Hold on, Toby. It has a dumb law that you could get arrested for not pronouncing it any other way. It's crazy. You're BSing me. Come on, Toby, let's turn. We don't want to get too far. The last time I drove through there, I wanted to stop at that Diamond Crater, or Crater of Diamonds State Park. And I got off the interstate. And for some reason, somebody had told me it was right off the interstate. But it's not right off the interstate. You got to drive and drive and drive. And it's not 55. You got to drive and it's slow. And the closer I got to the state park, I drove and drove. I didn't make it all the way there. I turned around after a little bit. But the closer I got, the muddier the fields got. The farm fields that I was driving past. And I finally reached the point that, man, if I go there, I'm going to be covered in mud. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go find a great big diamond, though. It had been raining. That's why everything was so wet. And it just happened to be line up with my trip home. Perfect time to go there is after it rains, after a big storm, right? Also after they plow the fields. I've seen where they plow the fields. And then the people rush in there, go find all the diamonds. Look at that boy. He's so good looking. Today, I got to sign him up for this next dog show today by noon. I don't know. It's so far away. This will be the farthest one away we've gone to. I've only got till noon. I've been thinking about it for a month now. It's a drive, but it's the only. We've got to go to places that have more dogs now. We can't go to these local shows. Well, we could go, but I'm just wasting my money. These little tiny, the small shows that there's not enough dogs to have to get the majors. He's got to have 2 major wins now. 2 3-point majors, they call it. He's got to have 2 wins that beat X amount of dogs. So we got to go to the big cities. I think I'm ready. My dog handling, as far as in the show ring, has improved tenfold. The last teacher that I found, that I was introduced to, she really knew her stuff. And she worked. I don't know. I don't think I got 10 lessons there. I think I was there less than 10 times. But it was enough to polish me. To polish the rough stone. Enough to present Toby presentably. Present him presentably. Now, if I hadn't had trouble with his coat this year and had to cut his hair down, he'd be looking like a lion. His hair is like a quarter of what it will be. Stay. Lengthwise, it was pretty long. It'll be back by summertime. It's hair, it grows back. But he is looking pretty good, all slim. You can actually see his muscles moving. Chopping as I follow the walk. Yeah, do you guys have When Larry Sings? Let me put him up here on the post, or on the pin, how you say it? When Larry Sings, here it is. Pin message. Let's see, I just pinned a message, I didn't look at it. Every state has crazy laws, the pin says. There we go. Everyone on here is a content creator, Larry. They're big time. Everyone but me. They all got nice channels. Most of them do cooking, hanging out, how-tos, artwork, gardening. Anastasia there sells vegetables in the shop, and she's got the camera set up so you can watch her ply her trade. She chops vegetables for people. It's her little business too, you know. She buys and sells, but she also does the chop service. Chop, we call it. And her hands with a knife, with a super sharp knife, moves like a sewing machine. Brrr, no cutting board, no nothing. Free chopping. Wow, these guys didn't shovel their sidewalk. Hold on, Tobe. Wait for moi. Oh, they put salt down. We can't walk there. We can't walk there. They got salt down, Tobe. These guys love U of M, but they don't know how to shovel their sidewalk. Let's go this way. Hey. Oops. The chat's gone on. I'll tell you when leaving. Busy with something. Okay, I appreciate you, Mary. I appreciate everybody coming to visit. Especially sweet Mary Birch. Sweet Mary Birch. Mary, yesterday I was sweating while you were sweating. That was a workout. Whoa. I hear a dog crying. I also hear chimes. Dog. Where are you supposed to be? Where are you supposed to be, dog? Where are you supposed to be, dog? Where are you supposed to be, dog? Sniffing everything. Oh, you're going to do your workout show again later? You guys need to do hook up with Kanini and do collaborations. The dual window collabos workout. Collabo workout. There you go. I even give you a title. Episode 3. Kanini comes to visit. There you go. And all the other episodes, you can have other folks come to visit. You can even have the episode 10 where Goga comes and teaches you yoga. Hey, you know, you got to look at YouTube the same way that the people look at the networks, the national networks, like the TV networks that put on. There's always something on 24 hours a day. There's always something on the network. They have the news. They play soap operas and game shows. Then they have the novellas at night. Come on, Bubba. There's always something going, and you know when it's going to happen. Every Thursday night you see this. Every Wednesday night you see that. That's the way you got to look at this YouTube. Make yourself a schedule. Come on the same time every day. Try to have something playing. Those chat connect things, I run those all night. You got to have something running, otherwise if your channel's not playing, no one's watching it, right? If your channel's not playing, then nobody's watching it. Because let's face it, how many replays do you really get on the live streams? People watch the videos, they watch them once. Unless it's a recipe video, then they might watch it more than once. So you got to constantly have something going on. Right? Am I right? I'm just a rookie talking. Baby channel. Toddler channel. We're less than 200 away from the final goal. But then you got to wait for the verified to catch up. We're almost there. A couple more nights like last night. We will hit the mark. Come on, run sideways for the people so people can see you. There you go. If he stood like that in a dog show ring, we'd win. We win, but we don't win the whole thing. So even though we're winning, I don't consider it a win unless we at least... I want to win the breed is what I want to win. We've got a couple of breed wins, but it was because we were the only dog there. We were the only border collie. But you know, they don't have to award you the ribbons. They don't have to award you the titles. If you take a yucky dog and you're the only dog there, chances are they're not going to give you the best of breed. They don't have to award it to you. The dog's got to be worthy of it. I want to get past the breed ring. I want to get to the group rings. That's where you score the big points at. And you start getting prizes too. We've been to several group rings. We've got we've got we've got the two best of breeds where we were the only dog, but we've also got several best of breed owner handles where we lost to the professional dog handlers, and Toby was the best of breed owner handled. I'm the owner, I handled them. That's how that breaks down, right? Pretty much self-explanatory. I feel stupid that I explained it. I just made everybody dumber. But yeah, we've got several of those wins too. The owner handled, best of breeds. And that was before I polished it up too. Sometimes him and I, before we went to this last series of classes, we were hit and miss. Sometimes we performed really great. We've been placed over champions already a couple of times. And but we were hit and miss, and now we're pretty much hit 4 hits before we have a miss. These last couple shows, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait till we get to the big shows. There'll be a lot of awkward dogs. Toby's ready. He's ready for his breakout moment. I'm ready too. We started the first time him and I stepped in the ring together was a breakout moment. We won a best of opposite of best of breed. Is that what it was? The very first time in the ring. And we got placed over two champion male dogs. The lady picked him over 2 champion male dogs. Amongst the other male dogs, there was a bunch, you know what I mean? But the biggest competition was the two dogs that were already champions, the 2 males, and she picked him over them. And that was our first big shining moment, and it hasn't been downhill ever since. But there's a lot of times we don't win anything, but we're winning more than we're not winning. You know what I mean? But we're not winning the whole thing. There's so many super fine looking dogs out there. And you know, Toby's got a great natural coat, so I don't do a lot with it. But the dogs that win, they have the most silkiest coats. The owners are washing them every day and blow drying them every day and putting all kinds of stuff in their hair. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to do all that. Toby's a working dog, even though he doesn't work. He works keeping me moving. He's not a foo-foo dog. Come on, foo-foo dog. Come on, foo-foo dog. Oh, that reminds me. I got to call the groomer. I got to call the groomer to get him in before the next dog show. Hopefully we go. I'm going to sign him up today. That'll be the first thing I do when I hit the house. Put my money down. And even if we don't go, I mean, at least I signed up. If we don't go, that'll be the first one that we signed up for and didn't go to. They're not cheap either. So if you don't go, you're throwing your money away. I think they're $30 a day to enter him, or $35. Plus the administrative fees is another $5 each day, I think, because each day is a separate entry. So now you're talking $80 with tax and fees and all that. And then to not go, ouch. To go, you gotta, now you're talking hotel. I haven't made a hotel reservation. You can usually do that at the last minute. I haven't made a hotel reservation. And then you got food. Once you leave the house, everything you eat, you got to pay for, unless you pack it. I pack stuff, but I don't usually eat it. I eat the fruit. I check that. I pack canned stuff too, like cans of fish and saltine crackers, things like that. But I know I don't usually get to them. Because usually at the dog show, there's something good. There's a barbecue stand or they're selling hot dogs or something. And I'll eat that instead of what I took to eat. And then at night, you don't want to be eating that stuff, sitting in a hotel room, eating canned fish, heating up a bowl of soup. You want something hot and good, right? What do I usually get? Tacos. I always find some place to get some tacos. They're cheap. Come on, come on. Bathing babies, but listening. This is how he's supposed to, that is how he's supposed to stand. Did I hear breakup? Uh-oh. Helen, just asking, Anna, did I hear that? Hear that too, Helen. Foo-foo dog. Anna, he mentioned ring, then he said breakup. Huh. No. Silly. I'm talking about the dog ring. The dog show rings. Silly girls. Silly girls. Boys and girls can be friends. You guys are crazy. So I'm just in my own world. Yes, you are, honey, honey. Yes, now we are confused. Oh my goodness. He's gonna have a face full of snow, I'm thinking. Nope. I just saw him stick his face in the snowbank. Come on, Toby. We got the slow walk going on today. It's hard to walk because it's so slippery. So I'm trying to take it easy. Holy smoke, it's already after 8 o'clock. Son of a pup. Time to get home. Get home, start typing. Oh my goodness. The stuff I'm working on right now, it's every document you got to stop and make a map of what it is. It's all so complicated. There's no keeping track of it in your head or just with a number or nothing. You know what I mean? You can't say, oh, it's number 1. You got to actually make a map of it. It's gonna, sometimes the work sucks. Sometimes it's okay. The worst is when they sell off part of it, and then they sell off all the parts in different little parts, and then the little parts go back together again, some of them, and they change the shapes of stuff. Oh my goodness, that's when it's the worst. It's so hard to keep track of. Good thing for computers. We used to do it with just pencil and paper. Pencil and paper, taking notes of every document. Then you'd make a copy of every document so you could stack them up in order. That way you could thumb through them. Hey, buddy, where are you supposed to be? Where are you supposed to be? Come on. Look, right away he runs right back out there. There's squirrels right around here. He must think he sees a squirrel up there. Hey. Oh, look. There's that snowman. Can you see him, folks? Can you see him? There's that snowman. There's old Frosty. There's a dog at that goes to training class with it, that we go to the same training classes. And it's an older girl dog, much older girl dog. Her name's Frosty. And Toby and Frosty went to daycare together. And one time the daycare ladies came out and said, "Ooh, Toby's got a girlfriend." "Ooh, Toby's got a girlfriend." And then they told me about little Frosty. Frosty was his girlfriend, Sugar Mama. She's much older. Toby's 3. She's probably 10 or 12. But that was Toby's crush there for a while at the dog school. Toby went to dog school for almost 3 years straight. I know it was at least 2.5. And 2.25. I'll get it straight sooner or later. I got to quit quoting things because I'm usually wrong. But anyhow, he went to school 2 days a week, and I would drop him off like 7:30, 8 o'clock every morning, and pick him up at 5. On the 2 days a week he would go, and while he was there, he'd hang out with all the dogs, and they'd have training sessions. And they'd spend time in the kennels, and they learned how to not run to the door, how to wait till the people walk through the door, how to greet people, how to greet other dogs, how to play friendly, all kinds of stuff. He learned all the things to be a great dog, and he's a great dog. He's super friendly with all the other dogs, unless they look at him sideways. Mary, did you see the girlfriend? Toby had a girlfriend. The mama doesn't like the fact that Toby and the girlfriend are want to hang out and see each other. Every time the girl dog comes near Toby, the mama pulls the dog away. She's always got to pull her away. But we're at the class to learn. We're not there to socialize, so you don't want the dogs thinking they're there to play. Toby also met another girlfriend. He's only met her once though. It's not his girlfriend. It's one of those arranged deals. But she may not be having any litters. But it's a wait and see. If she doesn't have her litter this year, I thought it was last year she needed to have it, but I imagine she could do it this year. But if they don't have them this year, then they neuter the girl dogs and they don't ever have litters. It's a smaller border collie dog. But even though you own the dog, you don't totally own the dog. Because the breeder, when you buy these dogs like these, you have to sign contracts with the breeders, and the breeder keeps control a lot of times of whether they're going to get bred or not, or there might be terms and they're saying that the dog's got to be a champion before it can be bred, things like that. Because the dogs are the breeder's personal lines, you know what I mean? The breeders develop those lines, and they don't want anybody taking their lines, you know what I mean? Their genetic lines. Proprietary material, how's that? $3 million in the building. And River Girl is just across the road, and she loves Toby and Daddy. Don't let Toby enjoy it. No, you don't. You don't just let any dogs get together. That'd be totally irresponsible. River can't have no puppies like that. River's an older girl. She's got hip problems. She's an older dog. She's got her health problems. She couldn't have no puppies. You wouldn't want her to have no puppies. No, people are real protective of their dogs. They don't like when you have play dates to let your kids play together. They do that for dogs too. Over here anyway. I wouldn't let Toby play with just any dogs. Because you don't know if those dogs have their shots, if they've been to the veterinarian to be checked up, do they have fleas? You know what I mean? Do they have ringworm or whooping cough, or not whooping cough, but kennel cough? There's all kinds of things that dogs can have that you can't see. Trying to think of where's the next move here. It's already after 8. We should probably head for home. What is Toby enjoying? Oh, it's what he's not enjoying. Ha 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 ha. Sooner or later he will, maybe. If the right one comes along. Where I made my mistake was not getting girl dogs already last year or the year before. That's where I made my mistake. I was looking for a girl dog to begin with. I didn't want a boy dog. Had I stuck to that, I wouldn't have had Toby. Which he'd be great daddy, but I still need the girl dogs to make my puppies. And I never planned on doing none of that. It just Toby just kind of fell into my lap, you know what I mean? Why would you waste good genetics by not breeding him? Come on, hey. It would be a waste not to multiply them. What do they call it? Clone. There was a business here. They've been here for decades. I've never been in it. And it's not that far from the house. This is what they had going on. That's what they had going on. They've been here for decades. And it closed up this year. You know, I never saw any cars parked here. I don't know what they were doing. Maybe they did industrial or commercial work for businesses. I don't know. Or mail order bride or husband. I don't believe I'm gonna redirect from this. I believe I'll stick to when I'm at home on the laptop. I'd hate to make a mistake early on. Is there a pause button on here? You know when you're sitting in front of the computer, there's that little button that's for a commercial break. You could take a break. There's the take a break button. Is that on here too when you're on your mobile? Is there a take a break button? Could I take a break to go look at the desktop studio? to see who's live, to see where we can redirect to. No, it's not too cold. It's above freezing right now. If it was below freezing, it's a different story. Like we didn't, all the times it was below 20, 24 degrees. We didn't go for a walk. We haven't walked in 5 days. He's been on the treadmill. He likes the treadmill. And then when it's done, I have to tell him, come on, get off of there, get off of there. He'll stay right on there. Hold on, Toby. You're going to pull me down. You're going to pull me down. All right, folks. I'm going to start saying my goodbyes. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Come on, Bubba. Come on, little buddy. Friday is our last daytime class. It starts at 11:30. It's, what do they call it? Obedience class. Obedience/confirmation. Friday is the last day for that class, this series. I think it's like 10 classes. It costs $100. We've been taking classes there since he was 4 months old. We've taken almost all the classes and into all their advanced classes. Now we just take the Friday morning class at that school. But there's a Tuesday night class that we go to on occasion. That's with the professional handler lady. She's awesome. She's really awesome. And then there's a Thursday night class with another fella in the next town over. I haven't been to that one in a while. My knee's been bothering me, so I figure I'll hold off on the classes till the week before the show, and then I'll go take a class or two, make sure we're moving right. This house has a great yard. I've always liked this house here. It was for sale not too long ago, maybe 10 years ago, 12 years ago. I sure would have loved to buy it. There's another house in town here that's one of my favorites. It's been for sale twice in my lifetime that I've seen. One of those big heritage houses that stays in the families for generations. It's been for sale twice. Super beautiful brick house. Come on, let's skip this unshoveled mess here. Nope, come on. Look what he's doing to me. What are you doing? Where are you supposed to be? Try again, Toby. Try again, Toby. Hey. Where are you supposed to be? Toby, heel. Try again. Better. Nope. Toby's the boss, huh? Toby's the boss of what's going on here. Yes, it's the bitter end. It's time for me to say goodbye, folks. Man, I don't know if I can even attempt to redirect from this phone. Doesn't it time out after so long? I would have to be super quick, wouldn't I? Or is there a pause? I remember asking, is there a pause on here? Give me a minute here, folks. Let me look at this. No, I just want to fly. I thought there was a pause button on here. Toby, hold on, Bubba. Hold tight, folks. I better not mess with it. I better check into it again. I thought I had looked at it before, but now I can't. It was a week ago, several days ago. I can't remember how to do it. Let me look one more. I can't remember how to do it. Let me look one more time. I don't want to give up. Can someone look real quick for me to see if Priscilla TV is still on? Bye, Mary. Take it easy. Thanks for coming by. We're going to try to raid over to Priscilla TV here for the second time this morning. But I want to make sure she's on. Could someone be so kind as to look? I just got the sign for be okay too. Okay, folks, we got the redirect set up. Everybody's gone. Oh, be okay ended? Whoa. Okay, let me go back and change this. Yeah, game over. Okay, let me go back and change this. Yeah, game over. I gotta. Okay. Okay, I got it back going to Priscilla TV a second time today. 0 million in the building. I don't even know if anybody's here. Is anybody here for the raid? I know it took a minute. It took me a second to figure it out. These test runs. I see 1 million in the building. Is it Anastasia, you're here? And Helen, are you still here? I'll put the end and we'll go over to Priscilla's for the second raid today. Hugs and kisses, everyone. Here we go. All right, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa, wait a minute. I gotta say goodbye first. Y'all take it easy. Be cool. I'll see you on the streets. I'll see you at Priscilla's, hopefully. Till the bitter end. Yeah. We'll do this flight from the cell phone for the first time. Here we go, folks. See ya.